Welcome. These setup instructions are for the game Breakout of French 2. This is a final exam game, so this game actually takes more than 45 minutes and requires students to use all of the information that they learned in French 2. This is a year-long traditional class that meets 5 days a week for about an hour. When students arrive, they will find this message on the board that explains that the evidence of their success in French 2 has been locked inside this box by a very mean thief, and that in order to get to it and therefore continue into French 3, they need to find the answers that will open the box. So the first thing to do is to set up this message on the board before the students arrive. You will also need to set up the breakout box. I do have one extra lock on this box, but you could remove the clue for that. Inside the box is an envelope with paper in it that actually is the evidence of their success in French 2, as well as some pages that have the word success on them and some candy. The pages with success and the envelope will be things that students can hold up for the breakout picture at the end. Make sure you put the hint cards out somewhere for students to find them if they need them. I put 2 of them out. You will also notice that one of my clues requires students to eventually come up with the name of a song that we learned in class this year. So I made a CD cover of the single of that song, and inside that box is the flash drive that they will need a little bit later. So put the CD somewhere in the room. I found this activity works best if you actually just go ahead and set up the clues on a table somewhere, and as groups of students are working, you can distribute different clues to different groups in order to make sure everybody's contributing to successfully opening the box. Somewhere in your room, put the invisible ink message that directs them to look underneath the teacher computer, because underneath that computer they will find the key that will open the key lock. So my invisible message is on this particular doily. Make sure you hide the pencil box somewhere in the room and that you have a clue that directs them to find the pencil box. Inside the pencil box is the blacklight flashlight. They need the USB drive that I mentioned earlier in order to get to the Google form that they will use this computer for. So I actually hide a Chromebook in an unusual spot, and each class actually has noticed that there is a Chromebook in a very unusual place, and I have it actually open and turned on. When they find the USB drive, they automatically go for that Chromebook because they realize they're supposed to plug the USB drive in there. The drive opens up a Google Doc with just one link on it. The link says "Open Me" in French, and it points to a Google form. When they complete the form, they get an automatic reply that says for them to look for the invisible message. And I mentioned the key that is hidden under the teacher's computer, so do make sure before starting that you actually do hide the key. And with that, you have everything the students need to solve this breakout activity.